yeah, we're good. We're good. How's it going?
Great, man. How's it going with you, man? Thank you.
I'm so excited.
Dude, I'm psyched to be here, man. This stuff's always nerve-wracking for me, because it's always like, I personally don't think I'm that interesting, you know? But I appreciate y'all coming out, man. It's amazing, man. It's so cool to be here, man. This is definitely I'm still fairly new to the con stuff. This is crazy. This is a crazy one, man. Seeing everybody suited up in full gear. I mean, I know that stuff takes dedication, so it's like awesome, and like, it's incredible. It's like, this is like a horror convention, and like horror is so like surrounded, you know, it's like based around like death and murder and like vile, like disgusting, macabre things, and it's like everyone's just so nice and sweet. It's amazing.
That's the secret, Eduardo. We're all secretly really nice and sweet.
And then when you don't know it, right, when you least expect it, slice.
Exactly.
I loved you though. I loved you, yeah.
Well, you were kind of mentioning everyone here. Everyone looks so incredible. I've seen a couple Argyles roaming around this weekend.
Yeah.
How does it feel to have an officially licensed costume?
I mean, it's hilarious. It's kind of weird. It was funny. We were my friends and I. We were all laughing at it was online. It was on like Amazon. They found it. They're like, dude, look, they made a costume of you, and it was like the kids one. And there was this little kid, and somebody's wearing this big ass wig, and it was hilarious because they like spray tanned him, and the spray tan ended like right here. So like the hair should have covered it, but it didn't because it was like tucked to the side, and like this much wasn't like tan. It was hilarious.
They need to redo. We need to.
Yeah, man, it's so funny, man. But hey, it's all love, man. I can't believe there's people out here walking around in a wig for the sake of because. I know you guys are eating all that hair, you feel me? Like, I sometimes, like, I've gotten so used to it now. Like, sometimes I'll be eating, I'll be munching, people talking to me like, and then I'm just like, pulling a long ass hair out my mouth, then I'm like, It's like eggs in it and shit, you know? That's how it goes.
Well, okay, so let's say that you were to attend a convention and you had the opportunity to cosplay. Who would you attend as?
That is a crazy good question, man. There's so many, there's so many different options. Maybe, dude, if I started doing like pull-ups, man, I'd come as Sarah Connor, Terminator 2.
Love.
You feel me?
Yes.
I get the white tank top with the gray sweats, you feel me? I'd come barefoot, obviously. She's coming from, you remember that? Yeah. She's got the ponytail with the little bangs. I'd probably have to do that. I'd probably come as Sarah Connor, Terminator 2.
Can I be your John Connor?
Absolutely.
Okay, I'll start.
Either that, or you'll be the T-800, or you could be, the T-1000, whichever one you want to be. But yeah, we'd love it if you were John Connor.
Okay, done. It's happening.
Yeah, man. Yeah, Sarah Connor, man. Everybody's mother.
Yeah, I thought you would have said Batman. I know you're a big Batman guy.
Oh, 100%. I mean, I would, but that's the thing is lugging that suit. Dude, it was so crazy, like a lifelong dream. I was fortunate enough to be able to get one off of eBay last year. Literally when I was shooting Stranger Things, I was just scrolling on eBay one night and I found it there and I was like, oh fuck yeah, it was the full thing and I got it. And it's just, you're pouring sweat in that thing. It's so heavy. It's so crazy. I mean, sometimes, every once in a while I'll just throw on just the mask. You know what I mean? I got a big head and a big dome with a lot of hair, but that cowl, that Keaton cowl, whatever, I don't know why that one fits me like a glove. It fits me so good. I love it. I put it on, I'm like comfortable. I can't hear a fucking thing, but like, it fits me so good.
So is Keaton your Batman?
Dude, the thing is, I love like all of them, but I want to say, God, he's the guy that verbally said to Joker, I'm gonna kill you. Like, that's fucking sick. That's great. And people don't like the whole Batman killing. Get over it, man. Get over it. But I think my Batman, in my heart and soul, is Kevin Conroy. You feel me? From the animated series, man. I think that dude's got my heart and soul. Mask of the Phantasm. I used to rent that at the video store a lot. And it's just, dude, that guy's got my heart, dude. Him and obviously Mark Hamill Joker, like. I met Tara Strong at a convention like not that long ago. She's obviously my entire childhood, and it was so crazy. Like, this sweetest lady. If you guys ever get to meet, I'm sure you guys have probably met her, man. Like, dude, she's the best, man. She's so cool.
She's voiced everything from Harley Quinn to, what was it, Dill Pickles from Rugrats?
Yeah, dude, the Powerpuff Girls, she's like Bubbles, and dude, everything, man. She's done so much stuff. It's amazing, man. She's so talented. I wish I could be as talented as her.
You are? What are you talking
No,
about?
that's what.
Well,
Come on. She's Tara Strong. She's a legend.
She is, but you're Eduardo Franco, and you're a legend. I mean, look, I think
I'm the guy that cut his wiener off in a movie. That's what I am.
And not a lot of us can say that, so you can. So I think it's great. And of course, we want to talk about all things Stranger Things, because the addition of your character this season was so incredible, and I couldn't think of anybody else that could play the role. So I'm going to ask this question, and I hope it's okay to ask. If there was a smoke circle between Argyle, Tommy Chong, Willie Nelson, and Snoop Dogg, who's the last one standing?
I think maybe Willie. And correct me if I'm wrong, I think Snoop Dogg say that once?
That Willie could outstay.
That Willie could outstay. Why do I feel that? I might be making this up now. We do that stuff where we like, I remember, and then you're making shit up. I might be making that up. It's between Snoop Dogg and probably Willie Nelson, dude.
Okay.
Somebody said something about how Willie Nelson was just like, it was just crazy. And what's so funny is like, that stuff, like, I'm playing that shit, like, Argyle would for sure be in that circle. I don't think I could ever, I would probably die. If I was there, I would seriously suffocate.
But Argyle, on the other hand,
Argyle would for sure be there for like 5 minutes, be like, and then pass out the next week. It's the greatest night ever. And it's like, you didn't even live it, man. Yeah, it's probably how it would be.
What were you like in high school?
Me? Oh, man, I was, I was nothing. You feel me? I wasn't anything. I wasn't cool, and I wasn't super funny or anything. I wasn't, I don't know, man. I used to try hard at a lot of things, like school-wise, academically, like, I tried to, my mom was always very, she always pushed me, you gotta come home with A's, and like, God, if I came home with a B, she was like, why wasn't it an A? And like, it was like that, so it's like, it was hard. Like, I wasn't a straight A student, but like, I was always trying to be. And I think in high school, I caught the acting bug in 7th grade. And I tried to pursue that stuff in high school as well. But it got hard, man, just cause like, oh jeez, I'm making a mess. I'm sorry, guys.
Special effects, guys.
I hope it was perfectly fine when it was closing as I opened and set it down. So sorry, let me just...
Fiji water. There it is.
See, and I had the regular Kirkland signature in the back, but they're like, you don't have to, there's a water up there, and then it says Fiji. I'm gonna look like a fucking asshole drinking the Fiji because I'm perfectly fine with the Kirkland.
I'm a Kirkland girl. I get it.
Anyway, so sorry. So, yeah, like, I caught the acting thing, like, I loved it so much. Like, obviously, loved movies growing up, but like, 7th grade is when I joined theater, and I was like, dude, I want to do this for the rest of my life, I want to be an actor. And then high school I tried, but like, education, it gets hard. The education system, every year, it's like, it gets worse, money gets tighter. Whatever the fuck these school districts say that they want to fucking feed you, you know what I mean? It's no disrespect to any fucking people who work in the what do you call it, like the superintendents and shit, the people that pull the strings. No disrespect, man, but come on, dog, the money's there, y'all gotta fucking spread it, okay? Jesus Christ, man, these teachers, man, they need to fucking live, okay? They got lives too. So annoying, is people like fucking asking these teachers to babysit these people's crazy ass kids and then also fucking educate them at the same fucking time, man. Yeah, anyway, but I'm not here to tell anybody what to do, whatever the fuck, man, it's your life, you do whatever the hell you want to do, right? Anyway, so that was it, like it was getting harder, so like, like theater class was getting worse and worse, so like, I had to get out, I was like, this isn't fun anymore, and then like, I don't know, like in high school, I think I was a doofus, I was a dingus. I think like, I wasn't like the anime kid that like runs the class, you know what I mean?
The Naruto run?
Yeah, or like walks on walls and shit, because like those kids were fucking sick. They were crazy. But we definitely, like me and my friends, like we had like our lunch table, and our lunch table was like packed to the brim. I remember it was like, with all kinds of different types of like tropes and of like high school kids or whatever, whether it was like, you know, the very quiet kids or like the very smart quiet kids or like just like us who were like kind of loud and stupid with each other or whatever, like we were pretty open-minded, you know what I mean? We tried to be, at least I think. Or I don't know if we tried to, I think it just naturally were. I'm looking back and I'm like, I guess, yeah, we were pretty open-minded, you feel me? It was like, we're just idiots though. Like legit fucking idiots, man. Now it's like, oh shit, I gotta worry. I'm so like, it's such an like, what do you call it? Like I'm so self-aware now that I'm like, oh, I'm a person living on this planet or amongst other people. I should probably behave, you know what I mean? I should probably be an idiot. You know, that's what, yeah. You don't know that until you get older. You're like, I'm alive. I should probably behave.
Well, thank you for also bringing back the words dingus and doofus, which is, thank you.
You know what, another one I love saying? Bozo.
Bozo's great.
Fucking bozo. Yeah, I love that so much, man.
You need to bring back some of these old, you know, make them new again.
Nincompoop.
Oh, great.
Dude, yeah, that's all like Bugs Bunny and like Looney Tunes, man. They would always just say all these crazy things.
Yeah, I encourage you to keep this going throughout the rest of the day. Just whatever words you can call people, nincompoops, that's great. So before we do get to questions from the crowd, I wanted to ask about your music as well. And I'm so glad that I get to say the name of your group, which is Dumb Bitches with Internet.
Can you say that out loud a little one more time?
Dumb Bitches with Internet?
Can you say that one more time, a little bit louder?
Yes, Dumb Bitches with Internet?
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you.
Yes, no, thank you.
No, that's great, man. I love that you said it, man. No, dude, the way you're like grateful that you were able to say it, dude. It's so funny, man. We had this one show one time we were gonna do, and the place like canceled on us. They're like, we can't, your name, we can't really like, you know, we can't put it up on that. And we're like, get over it, man. Are you kidding me, man? What if it like someone? I don't know. It's just so ridiculous, like. It's like, wouldn't you be more worried about like whether we're gonna be good or not on the fucking stage? You know what I mean? It's like it's hilarious that it was like that was a little too much, but like no, I'm glad like it's like we stuck with it and like we're still going at it really strong. And, like we're trying to figure out how to like maneuver and guide ourselves through like the music stuff. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. I don't know how to book anything. I don't know, because I don't know. The thing is, it takes so much to just organize stuff like this. Like, how is there not chaos, complete chaos happening right now? That's what I want to know. But there's so many things that get put into play in order to, like, you know, there's so many insurance things. There's so many, like, and it's incredible the amount of hands that have to come together to put all this stuff together. So it's like, you can't just be like, just get with your friends and throw a show. Like everyone loves to say. Everyone in LA loves to say that to me. You just gotta like go out there, alright dude, like yeah, sure buddy. Yeah, on daddy's money, of course you can do whatever you want. But it's like everybody else, you know, everyone's gotta eat unless you don't want to do a good show. So it's like, it's a whole thing, and I'm not saying like the money's a problem, I'm saying it's like, it's everything, it's people, lives, like everything comes into play, and it's so many things that you gotta worry about that I'm trying to figure out because, you know, if nobody else wants to do it, you know, we got to figure it out ourselves, right? That's how it's always been for us in the music thing. It's like, you know, if nobody else is going to work with us, whatever, we're going to do whatever we can with what we got. And that's how we've been doing everything you hear that we have, like on our Spotify and Apple, like, we're making that in a bedroom. You feel me? Like, it's always been in a bedroom. At one point, it was in a kitchen. You know, it's like, it's just been...
What other room can you use next? What's next?
Bathroom, the garage.
A den.
Yeah. No, it's always been with what we have, and like I love that you get a lot of you guys like have naturally like you know gravitated towards it just because of the shows and Stranger Things or whatever. No, it's like throwing me in some sort of like weird spotlight, and it feels great. I don't ever want to shove it down somebody's throat. I would love for it to be naturally, organically like discovered and some people, a lot of people have been telling me like, yo dude, we love it. And the fact that it resonates with some people is so reassuring. Every time I hear that stuff from you guys at these conventions, I go back home and I tell the other dumb bitch, I'm like, dude, you get the fuck out of LA, bro. All the love's out there, man. Everybody else out there, the rest of the world, man, everyone else is like, you know, everyone's fucking with us. They're like, what are we doing over here? And it's just like, yeah, man, let's figure it out. So that's what we're in pursuit of right now.
Yeah, well, congrats, that's awesome.
Thank you, man. I appreciate you asking me about that.
Oh, sure.
Seriously, like legit. Thank you for like, yeah, because I know obviously you guys fans of Stranger Things. I want to talk about shit that I give a fuck about sometimes. You know what I mean? I'm just kidding. No,
Batman and dumb bitches with internet. Yeah, of course. That's what we're here for. Woo-hoo. All right, guys. So whatever questions you may have, we do have a microphone. I know it can be a little bit intimidating. So whatever questions you guys may have, I encourage you now to ask them. Now is your chance. Oh my gosh, come on, guys. We have one guy casually strolling.
I'm telling you, I'm not that interesting in television. I'm not that cool. It's literally boring.
Hey, what's your name?
My name's Rebecca.
Hi, Rebecca.
I had a question. This was asked to Maya and Joe in an interview, but there's a theory going around that the entire show is based off a flashback to the main cast playing D&D. How do you feel about that theory?
Oh, that's crazy.
That it's all in their mind. It's just one elaborate D&D game.
That would be very like wank wank wank. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like at the end we'd be like, okay, we sat through all that and it was all a dream. You know what I mean? It's like when they do that, I feel like whoever did that first, it probably was like, oh, that was sick, and then now it's just been like, all right, man, come on, man, we cried for you. You know what I mean? Like, if the Duffers pulled that shit out their ass at the end, man, oh my God, I think I'd be furious. If I was you guys, I'd be mad.
I love the idea that Joe hated it.
Yeah, see, I agree with Joe. Man. That's a rough one, man. That's a good question. I didn't know about that theory. Thank you.
We're learning things here today.
You guys always have the greatest theories, man. You guys always think outside the box, man. Thank you.
What's your name?
Sarah. I was wondering if there's any bloopers or like behind the scenes memories from the package that really like stuck out to you.
Dude, the package. Thank you for asking that. I mean, behind the scenes, dude. I mean, I'm trying to think. There was, I mean, that project. I say this to everyone that asks me about it. Like, it's so special to me because it was my first movie ever, and it was the first time I ever got like hired to work for a long period of time. Keep in mind, like originally that part, it was supposed to be like a week maybe worth of work, and it was like they had to fly me out to like Vancouver. If you guys ever been out there, I don't know if anybody's from there or whatever, dude, beautiful, gorgeous place, man. The city's cool and all, but like go out, see those woods, man, see those lakes, man. It's amazing. And so we were shooting out there, and I was hanging out, like I stayed for like the whole shoot. Like they started adding things because I was just hanging out there, and it was incredible. Like I was hanging out, whenever I wasn't working, I was hanging out with the producers and stuff, so I was seeing a lot of the behind the scenes. It was my first time learning a lot of this stuff. And it was so special to me because a lot of days when we're working, like the director, Jake Szymanski, man, he's such a dude. If you watch any of that guy's other work, man, he's so funny, man. And he would just like call out things for us to say, like while we're on camera, while the camera was rolling. And this dude like set the bar for me because like a lot of other projects I've done, I'm like, we'll say something, we'll start, maybe someone will riff or whatever, and then like it'll be funny, and then like we want to keep going, right, with the scene. And they'll just like yell cut, and it's like, no dude, just keep it rolling. Like we're not loading film into these cameras no more, man. This is a little card now that you gotta pop out, and then, you know what I mean? Like just keep it going. This thing is running on like a super battery now. Like we're chilling. Like keep going. I know probably, you know, if he's got it on a stabilizer or like he's got it over his shoulder or whatever, like, you know, it's probably heavy for cinematographer. I understand for that sake, but a lot of times those dudes are so game for it because of those to do that job, you gotta love what you do. So a lot of times those guys, man, they do all the hell, they don't care. A lot of times they're like, let's go, dude. And like it's so fun. Like it was so fun doing that shoot because like we'd have like 20-minute, 30-minute like takes on some stuff that like obviously is not gonna make the cut. You know, obviously it's like getting so off the rails, but it was so fun doing it. And like because of that, I got so spoiled, and like now I do other projects where I'm like, oh, just keep it going, man. Where like I came up with something, we came up with something, whatever, and like it's hard, you know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Like some sets you'll get that, sometimes you don't, but it's like that's the fun thing for me. It's the process, is doing that stuff. You guys enjoyed the final product, and that's great. I appreciate that. I'm so grateful for that. I can't watch myself. I'll do it if like my friends are with me and they want to watch the thing because they're always psyched for me, and I just can't. Like I'm like, oh geez, I'm like criticizing myself the whole time. I'm like, why did I do that? Or why did I say it like that? You know, I'm like, God, I look so stupid. Why did I do that? Whatever. Or I'm like, oh, I feel like if they would have put this on, it would have been funnier. Whatever. It's a never-ending torture up here. So yeah, that was, I don't know if that answered your question. Thanks, I'm sorry. You guys are like my therapist, kind of. You know what I mean?
Let's air it all out.
Yeah.
Now's the moment.
I just open up to y'all, you know what I mean? You start crying. Thank you guys.
What's your name?
Jenna. And my question is, if you could bring back one Stranger Things character, who would it be and why?
Ooh, if I could bring back one Stranger Things character. Let's see, if I could bring one back. Like necessarily like they're dead already, or like for like this next season, because I don't know anything about the next season, and I wish I did.
No, just like if they're dead already.
Like they're dead already. Okay. Let's see, they're dead already. I'm trying to think. Ooh, let's see. Maybe. What was her name in the first season?
Barb.
What was it?
Barb.
Barb.
Yeah.
Yes, Barb. Bring her back, and then like I don't know, maybe be like, hey man, what's up? What's going? What'd you go through with Upside Down, right? How's it going over there? And like, you know, maybe I don't know. Maybe Barb comes back for revenge, right? Against Natalia's character, right?
Oh my, next season.
And she goes back to school, and she's just like very quiet, and she's like, nothing happened. Everything's okay. And slowly we get these subtle hints where only Natalia's like, Nancy. I'm sorry. I only know these people as people. I don't know. I forget their characters. But yeah. She came back as that. Maybe I don't know. If you say kind of like The Craft, you know what I mean? Where it's like she's a witch or something. Spooky. Maybe she makes Nancy's hair fall out like the bully girl. That'd be crazy. Yeah.
This is not a spoiler alert. This isn't.
Man.
Yeah, just in case. Justice
She's like
for Barb.
Carrie, dude. Yeah, she's got to be crazy.
Thank
Great
you.
question. What's your name?
Hi, my name is Jimmy. First of all, I want to say it's funny you mentioned your hair because I was going to tell you I actually love your hair. And I wish I could grow it that way.
Oh, thank you.
So my question was, since Netflix, Stranger Things were dropped it in 2 segments, but for the most part, it drops the entire season. So do you film everything out of order, like a typical movie does, or is it more like, no, we're focusing on, a 401, 402, 403?
Oh, that's a good question, man. Yeah, it's a lot of it was like I think obviously it had to be out of order, especially with this show because it depends on every single project, whatever they got to do, right, to get the production done. But how do I say this? Ours was split in so many different paths. Like it was like the California stuff and like the Hawkins stuff, and then there's like the Russia stuff, right? So for a lot of everything in Atlanta that shot in Atlanta was the Hawkins stuff. So that was basically super out of order because there's stuff that's going on in between there that's like in the California stuff. They didn't get to the California stuff until last year, July, I think. I think that's when I finally got to really work. Because I only worked like 1 or 2 days in Atlanta, and it's when we shot like the Susie's house thing there, where we're in Utah, and then like we shot the ending thing where they all reunite in the driveway or whatever. We shot that stuff in Atlanta as well. So it was definitely all out of order. It'd be so helpful if these things could all shoot linear, you know what I mean? Like that way, like we could always have the timeline like right here, because sometimes you're like doing something, you're like, oh no wait, but I can't because, and then there's somebody's job that's there to remember and have all these things oh no wait, continuity, you know what I mean? Even then, depending, the thing is, what always hurts continuity is, I don't know, I don't really know much, but I feel like it might be the ending, like the final cut. Like a lot of times people when they're editing, they gotta manipulate certain things just to make the flow of the show work. But then it's like, you guys also like me, where like I'm watching a movie or something, I'll be like, oh wait, but hold on. And it's like a small little mistake, whatever, some shit that's like just inevitable, you know what I mean? Some shit that's just bound to happen, like just for the sake of making the thing flow. But yeah, man, I wish it was more linear, but this was definitely completely out of order. I think David, I want to say he was like shooting stuff way before like the actual production started. I want to say he did that. I don't remember. I think he did. I don't know though. I think it was like a special thing that because he was supposed to do stuff out in the Russian camp and because I know they went like to Europe. I don't remember where, or Asia or somewhere. I don't remember where they shot it. It was snowing like a motherfucker. Whatever you see in the show. Yeah. Somewhere it snows like that, you know what I mean? Yeah, they couldn't go to Syracuse, you know what I mean? You ever been to Syracuse? Yeah, it fucking snows all the time. And just go there, man. Why is Hollywood going to just go to Syracuse, man? And go there, middle of winter. I was there earlier this year, and it was blizzarding. You know, I was in the hotel up in the pines, cars are covered in snow. I said, well, I'm not going outside today. There's nothing to do today. Yeah, go shoot out there, man. You didn't go that far. Yeah.
Thank you.
Great question. Well, since this gentleman mentioned Netflix, out of curiosity, let's say Stranger Things was to have a crossover show with another series on Netflix. What show would make for an interesting crossover?
Narcos. No, I'm just kidding.
That's so dark. Okay.
They're smuggling drugs. They're smuggling drugs through the upside down. Yeah, the American government wants to get their hands on it. I wonder why. Yeah, no, but it'd be, I don't know, I have no idea. I'm trying to figure that out. It would be hilarious though.
Yeah.
It'd be so funny if like, I don't know if maybe our guy was getting his, you know, his loot, getting his plug from through the upside down, you feel me? That way no one, that'd be great. No, I don't know, I have no clue, man. I'm trying to think of like a Netflix original show that it would cross over with. Cobra Kai, Karate Kid, yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, the era, yeah, like that would be cool, right? Yeah, the same era, the 80s and stuff, that would kind of work, right? I mean, I know Cobra Kai show is like now, right? But if it was like the Karate Kid stuff, like that, those times of like, yeah.
Narcos. I think we stick with Narcos.
Yeah, I think Narcos is funny, man. Smuggling through the upside down, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. That's good quality American content right there. It doesn't get more American than that.
Yeah, the Mormons need their drugs. All right, we got about 5-10 minutes left, so let's try to rapid fire through the rest of
I'm
this.
sorry, guys. I talk too much.
No, you're fine. What's your name? Hi. What's your question?
What's your favorite word in Stranger Things?
Favorite?
Your favorite word from Stranger Things?
My favorite word? I'm trying to think. Maybe every time Gaten says shit. I'm sorry. Why am I saying this? I'm sorry. Yeah, I just love the way he's just like shit. Like, I think that's the way he does it. Yeah. I'm sorry. Is that okay? You're fine. I think you're okay. It's the world we live in. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Not a father, obviously.
Great question.
Oh, I don't know. You can talk to the dog however you want.
Go ahead, what's your name?
My name's Kayla, and my question is, what is your favorite scene from Stranger Things?
Favorite scene? Favorite scene to shoot, or just?
Your favorite scene to shoot?
Okay, my favorite scene to shoot was the dinner table scene. That was my favorite one. That was just the funnest, craziest thing. What I was saying earlier about like, like the behind the scenes stuff. Yeah, that was one where I was like, oh, there was some versions of that. You know. Also, like the one when where the dead guy is in the back of the van. And I'm like, I'm the only person that's like, oh my God, he's dying. I did a take. There was a take. I was telling you about this earlier. I did a take where I started gagging, like I was gonna throw up, and I was really really pushing to try to make myself throw up. I was like, my eyes getting watery. I was like, and I was like, don't tell me he's dying. And they're like, all right, I'll drive. I'm like, okay. I was trying to do that. Like he's getting sick. Like. The only normal guy in this whole damn show. Everyone else is like, yeah, okay, he's dead, cool, he's got to get rid of him. What? Yeah, crazy. Thank you.
Great question. All right, what's your name?
Hi, my name is Naya, and I was just wondering, I know you've become a star overnight, basically, and how have you adjusted? Is it overwhelming? Do you love every moment of it? Has it been tough sometimes?
It's mad overwhelming, man. It's still, I don't know how to adjust to it. It's a different thing. I don't think I'm necessarily like the Beatles, you know what I mean? But it's like they can't even, you know what I mean? I don't know if I ever want that life. You know what I mean? I don't ever want to have to, I don't ever want a bodyguard, you feel me? Like as much as I love
And how have you dealt with it? Because I wish to become an actress one day.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. It's just like, I wish I could give you the advice on it, man. I'm so new to this thing. Like I said, like I'm not like. I wish I was born into it at least. You know what I mean? At least I have someone to guide me through it. Like I just try to take it day by day. I remind myself, man, it's all love. You know what I mean? I try to remind myself that and hope for that. Yeah, we got Velociraptors up in the building. Cool. It just. It's hard, man. It's a rough thing. I sort of became like a bit of a recluse. I was just sitting at home a lot. I'm trying to, get around it now. I'm trying to just do this. It's weird, man. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. It's still, like I said, still pretty fresh, fairly new to me, but I appreciate you asking. Thank you.
Thank you.
Seriously.
I totally apologize. We only have time for one more question. I'm so sorry. What's your name?
I'm sorry. Hi, my name's Jamie. Sorry, kind of nervous. So all these Stranger Things questions are cool and all, but I want to know about you, man. Like, other than the music that you're working on and stuff, like, do you have any other projects in mind or any movies coming up, or I don't know, I just want to know more about you specifically, not our guy, you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out as well. I want to be creative. I want to be on the other side where I get to sort of come up with some of the content. You feel me? But it's a whole giant process, dude. It's a giant beast. It's a giant wave that I'm trying to conquer, and I can't. It's not right now. You know what I mean? Like hopefully one day I'm able to. Get around it and figure out how to do it as healthily and as helpful as possible. You know what I mean? 'Cause last thing I want to do is just try to the point isn't to be on the other end just so I can call shots and be the guy and get my name comes up on the credits and it's like producer or whatever, writer or director, something like that. Like, it's for the sake of just the creative expression, man. That's all it is. Just to sort of try to make you guys, laugh and entertain or even feel something. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's it. It's all for the thing that I love to do. That's all I'm trying to do.
That's awesome.
But we'll see, man. Thank you for asking that. I hope so. I hope sooner than later. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
But I also gotta remind myself I gotta be patient. I gotta figure it out whenever it's right. Thank you.
You're welcome. And I love your band's name, by the way.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome, man.
I feel really bad. We have to go one more, Vecna. Come on. Sorry. One more.
Dude, you killed it, man. You doing great.
What's your question?
You killed it.
First of all, thank you so much for joining us here. It's been a lot to many of us. So, yeah, my name is Matt, also Vecna. So, my question was, what was your initial reaction when you heard you got cast in Stranger Things? I mean, the show was like already super popular before your season came out, and you might have already like watched it or liked it. Like, what was your reaction?
Dude, I mean, it was so intimidating, man. It's like a giant shadow that I was under, and I was like, this was before like I met anybody, on the project. I was like, dude, oh God, I was like, this is an incredible opportunity. I'm so grateful. I'm mad thankful. This is precious. Like, these are things that, God, man, if Eduardo a couple years ago would have even known, he'd be psyched. He wouldn't believe it. And I got to meet everybody. Everybody was so sweet, so helpful, and so like welcoming. But it still was intimidating, just because like it's so beloved by you guys. And like you said, it's such a big show, and I know what it feels like to hold something so near and dear to you. That's a project or whatever. Like growing up, a big Star Wars fan, Batman, Terminator, Alien, Predator, all of that stuff. You get what I'm saying? RoboCop, all that shit. I love all that stuff, the big, ridiculous fandom stuff that we all freaking go nuts over, right? And it hurts sometimes when you watch something, you're like, oh, I wish it would have been. I was terrified of that because the show kept getting pushed because of the pandemic and because of all the crazy things that were out of our control that like, I was terrified that it would come out and it wouldn't, hold up or whatever. And like, you guys, like, were so patient, man, and I'm so grateful you guys have enjoyed it. And dude, like, it's incredible to be a part of it. I still can't believe it's finally here. I still feel like it was yesterday. I was in Albuquerque and I was hanging out with the boys and, I was just trying to have fun every single day, figuring it out. And It's dude, it's an honor, man. It's crazy. It's a crazy, crazy, crazy thing to be a part of. Yeah. Grateful. Thank you.
Thank you, Becca. Thank you. So, if it's okay with you, we're going to take a big group picture. Is that okay?
Sure.
So, if you guys want to come towards the stage, we're going to bring up our spooky photographer, and we'll have you kind of